Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. It's Friday.
A motion picture event you can't afford to miss.
This is the best 3D I've ever seen.
I've seen better.
So, Friday, last day of the work week for a lot of people. Not everyone, but a lot of people. Weekend's about upon us. Got some good NFL games coming up. Absolutely looking forward to that. Today, I'm going to be going over Old Overholt. This is a 10-year cask strength rye. I am looking forward to this. This was a gift from Eric Andrews. We met last year. It's funny to say last year, but it was just, a few weeks ago. I went out to dinner with him and his wife. It was an amazing time. And he gifted me some amazing bourbons. And I tell you guys are the most generous, absolute generous people I know. I mean, I'm looking at this right here. And these are just samples that have arrived in the last 24 hours. You've got Dave Vogelsang with an amazing set of samples. 143 Bourbon with an amazing set of samples. Carlos at Whiskey Corner with an amazing set of samples. I mean, I love it. He got some stickers and stuff in there too. And it just blows me away with the generosity and the amazing pours that are here as well. I try to give out, but you guys blow me away every time with your generosity. So thank you very, very much for that. I mean, I'm even sitting here with my independent Joe Glenn from going on his show, and I'm like, golly, and then I've got, of course, Baker Drinks, handmade creation here to hold my Glens in. So, I mean, I it does a lot. It makes me happy. You guys just continue to make me happy. Truly, truly appreciate that. So I look at all this and I'm like, wow, that is outstanding and amazing. And then on top of that, we have the 1792 giveaway, which is upcoming. So we're about 100 members off from that, which will be a 1792 bottle and bond store pick. Do a drawing for that. Have drawings this weekend on a couple of other things. There's a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. I'm trying to think what the other bottle is. I had a drawing on. I'm drawing a blank on it. Oh, the Middle West ported pumpernickel. I have a drawing on that. Um, I made mention yesterday, if you're one of the Patreon members that contributes to the Patreon, I'll be doing a drawing Sunday for just exclusively the Patreons as well. So there'll be the same two bottles I talked about, a pour on that. So there'll be three people drawing, you have a choice of which pour you prefer: the Joseph Magnus cigar blend, the Middle West ported pumpernickel rye, or I've got the barrel strength bourbon 13th colony at 130 proof, which I got in a trade last week. So there'll be some options there, and I'll put that out on the Patreon today. I meant to do that yesterday, but sometimes work and life gets in the way, but that happens. But definitely looking forward to this Old Overholt. And if you've watched some of the stuff I've done in the past, there's the traditional Old Overholt rye, which I think is 100 and I think 14 proof, somewhere in there. I can't remember the exact proof. But I was able to get it at a military installation on Fort Stewart for $7.80. It was like $9.80, and there was a $2 off coupon I didn't even see on it. And they don't charge you taxes on a military installation. So I got it for $7.80. And I thought it was a very good pour. I even compared it versus the $300 bottle whose name which will not be spoken. And it was a better pour than that. And I'm like, wow, cool. And then I've got some really cool upcoming stuff this weekend. I'm going to be doing the bourbon drop in Auburn. And then I'm going to meet up with someone that I'm going to get to go on Fort Moore and get to go check out the stuff that they have available there. They've got some really interesting store picks. That store has been talked up by a few members on this channel, and I can't wait to check it out. Like I said, I don't film on the military installations. I may be able to do something inside the store, but if I can't, I can't. But I'll still get to share the bottles and the experience, and that's the cool part about it. So we'll see how that goes. 2000's coming up. Looking forward to that. There was another bottle added yesterday from Dave Vogelsang. There's another one coming on the way from Terrence. Um, I've also got one coming in as well from another member that's contributed some cash for that, which I totally appreciate it, David. Thank you so much for that. So I'll be using some points on a bottle from David. I got one coming in from Terrence. We've got one that already came in the other day. I was sent some money to purchase this for the channel. Mark Gale, thank you so very much. So we got the 2XO. We have the 1 liter Buffalo Trace. We've got a Longhorn. This is the Knob Creek Longhorn. This is the one that's exclusively made for Longhorn. And then yesterday, along with all these wonderful samples, Elijah Craig C923, courtesy of Dave Vogelsang. Man, this is a bottle that I actually wanted a backup on it. I actually got that backup. Candrews, thank you so very much. But now we have this, and so we've added this to the pile. Like I said, there's at least 2 other bottles on the way. One will be contributed from funds from David Cook. Another one's going to be coming in from Terrence. All outstanding members of this channel. So, when I look at this, and every time I look at this, I put in 2 bottles, and you guys have put in 4. I'm like, wow, what an amazing group of people you are. You're just very, very giving. And you have the confidence and faith in me too, to say, hey, you're gonna be good with this, you're gonna take care of this, you're gonna be a good steward of this, and you're gonna get it into people's hands. And I hope every one of you that gets this enjoys every ounce and every pour you get. So looking forward to 2,000 members. But let's get into this cask strength. So if this is what time you want to start, this is the time you start the video. I'm not getting a whole lot of ethanol on it. I'm getting a little bit of a more of a caramel note. Getting some good rye on this. I'm not getting super medicinal, but getting a kind of a sweeter rye on this, which I prefer. There's some people that maybe like more of the grassy herbal thing. I kind of like more of the spicy with the sweeter and maybe some of the chocolate notes on this. But let's get into the pour. So you're getting some of the peppers, some of the rye spice on the tongue at 121 proof. It's not burning up my chest, but it's letting you know, hey, I'm here, but it's not killing you on anything. And what I like about this is I can chew on this a little bit more and get some more different things out of it. This has got nice viscosity to it. It's funny. I didn't even, this 2 videos in a row, I got so excited that I wanted to try it that I didn't see how it looked in the Glen. But it's got some nice legs on it. Not super thick, but it's got a very good mouthfeel to it. And it's got this interesting kind of notes that I got on something I did yesterday, is where you get the initial kind of sweet up front, and then you're getting into some of the deeper, I would say, more savory notes, and then it's like it follows down through your palate, and then it kind of like comes back up a little bit, and you're getting something a little bit different, which I like. Very easy to drink. It does have a little bit of the medicinal herbal to it, but not overpowering. The kind of the dominant characteristics I'm getting out of this, though, are just kind of a light black pepper. I'm getting some of the rye spice on it, and then I kind of get this backwash of almost like a sweetness that comes up back through, like the sweet oak and a sweet, almost like rye, that comes up through the very, very back of the palate, kind of as you're going into the finish, but then it kind of moves its way back up. So as I get into it a little bit more, I get a little bit of a sweet, just a tiny, tiny faintness, a little bit of a chocolate on that. But now you're getting more dominant with some of the rye spices and the baking spices, but it's very approachable. It's not something you're going to go, if you're new into rye, it's not totally bourbon. Maybe, there's certain ryes that are just so bourbon drinker friendly. Jack Daniel's barrel proof single barrel rye is almost like drinking a bourbon. So it's super, super bourbon friendly. This one's kind of a nice combination. It's very approachable. It's very easy to drink. It gets better as you drink it. You explore new things, but it kind of opens up and unfurls a little bit. And so you're kind of like, start off, it's kind of like a nice little bit of a bourbon with a little bit of spice. And then as you drink it more, it opens up and you get a little bit more of the rye stuff, but not enough to just maybe drive somebody away. So it's kind of neat how the experience I'm getting from it. I'm really, really enjoy this. Like I said, this was a gift for me. I would have purchased this on my own if it was in my area, but it's not. Um, I think it's something that I would enjoy, especially on some of these cold days out here. I think it's something that's smooth enough where you can have a few pours of this. And it's going to keep your interest and you're going to enjoy it. And it would be something that when I finished it, I would probably be on the lookout for another one. I wouldn't run out right now to grab a backup bottle, but I would say when I'm done with this, I would like another bottle. And like I said, I think most of these are going to MSRP. I think they do a great job. I think even on the front, it's pretty cool. I think it says born in Pennsylvania, raised in Kentucky, or something like that. So I kind of like some of the different histories on that. I like when stuff maybe starts in other states or something like that too, because I like bourbon's well, this is a rye, but I like things that are American made products. I just do. I mean, why not drink American? That's the whole point behind a bourbon, is it's got to be done in America. But I like American made products. Man, this has got the mouthfeel on this. Almost seems like it gets a little bit better and better as you go, because you get that thick and rich and creamy kind of going on. And then as that dissipates, you kind of get into a little bit of the spices, but it's not overwhelming. So I think this would be someone that likes a higher proof bourbon, and they're kind of on the fence about rye. This might be a good one to introduce them to, because it's that, I'm sure it's the 10 years, the age on that helps too. But just that creaminess and the thickness that comes along with it, and great mouthfeel. And then it just doesn't overpower you with things. So glad the weekend's here. Looking forward to Bourbon Hunt, looking forward to getting out to Fort Moore, looking forward to spending time with my family. If you happen to be working this weekend, I hope your work day goes by fast, and I hope you're successful. When you're off with your friends and your family, or for yourself, I hope your time goes slow and you have an opportunity to enjoy yourself. But most importantly, cheers and God bless. You all have an amazing day. I swear I just got a little bit of orange on that now. Thank you for all you do.